Bienvenidos, y'all.
Hey, Gloria.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm very happy to be here.
And who did you bring?
Oh, JJJ.
JJJ.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
Doing excellent, Tammy. Thanks for having me back again.
Absolutely. So, I heard y'all when you were talking before we started. Y'all just told everybody about it last time when you were here, and now we have all these new listeners, and we're getting a lot of emails now, and it's been great. Seriously, every week we're getting tons of emails.
That's fantastic. The great state of Ohio is watching your podcast now. I'll send them to this after this too.
Perfect.
They'll love it.
It's perfect.
Mr. Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire state of Ohio, y'all go subscribe to us on YouTube, okay?
We need 20 more to make 1,000, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on.
So close.
I'm just going to create the accounts myself.
just J1, J2, J3.
Triple J1, triple J2, triple J.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have a little problem. I printed my story out in 12 font, and I usually print it in 16 font. So
you might need to
You got your readers.
I have my glasses. They're bifocals. No, I've graduated. I have my glasses, but if I stumble, it's because of that. So what are y'all drinking?
So I made a tequila. I'm trying this cocktail thing. Juan is going to laugh at me. I actually was going to tell you, I got this little cocktail book.
Oh, yeah.
Recipe.
Have you been reading it?
No, but it's inspired by the White Lotus. It's White Lotus cocktail recipes. We need to try it out one day.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you know what the White Lotus is?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you could read the book next time.
Yeah, so I did not read the book when I was making this cocktail. But it's not bad. I got some spicy mango orange juice from Trader Joe's.
Would you like to have some fresh garden jalapenos to put in your drink next time?
You have some?
I've got a bunch out there.
That is
put them in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing it.
Good.
Yes.
And Juan, what are you drinking?
Gloria very thankfully brought high noons, and this is a watermelon one. So
you're telling me that you were late and she had to bring the drink for you?
Yes. She is my savior. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm so happy y'all are here.
Yes, me too.
Okay, are you ready for the story?
Mm-hmm.
This one's kind of crazy. First, I'm going to tell you the part we're going to be focusing on happened in 1992.
Okay.
So some pop culture and some things that happened then. Mae Jemison became the first African-American woman to travel into outer space.
Awesome.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Carson, which you two probably don't even know who that is, retired as host of The Tonight Show after 30 years.
I love Jimmy Fallon.
I know The Tonight Show, yeah.
What did you say? You love what?
Is Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show now?
No, that's,
Okay.
well, maybe he is because when Johnny Carson retired, it was Jay Leno.
Got it.
And then I guess it went to Jimmy Fallon. I'm looking at Harold.
Yeah.
He's shaking his head. Harold is camera switching. Thank you, Harold. Okay, let's see. Jeffrey Dahmer was convicted in 1992. We all know who he is.
A bad guy, yes.
Yes. He was sentenced to 15 consecutive life sentences.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
15, that's more lives than a cat.
Yeah, right. Okay, I have to thank one of our listeners, Chelsea, who recommends a lot of stories for us. This came as a recommendation from her. And also, y'all, I think I forgot to give her props a couple episodes ago when we did Tanya Cash. Chelsea also recommended that story.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Chelsea.
Chelsea's amazing. We need to bring her in.
Yeah, I think she's ready.
Mm-hmm. No, but she's always popping up. She's got all the stories.
She comments on things and she sends us story ideas.
Chelsea, we need 20 followers, please.
C1, C2, C3.
Just get the whole state of Ohio.
Yes.
All right. As I said, we're going to 1992, specifically July 15th.
Mm-hmm.
That day started off a man named Colin Stagg. Oh, we're in London, by the way.
Oh, London.
Good to know. Good to know. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning too. Pip, pip, cheerio. So Colin Stagg got up early to take his dog out for a walk like he does every day. He said he had a headache that morning, so the walk was shorter than usual. When he got back home, he took some painkillers for the headache and laid down on his couch and went to sleep. Also in the park that morning was Rachel Nickell. It's spelled like nickel, but it's Nickell.
2 L's?
Yes. Well, that's the way I have it typed here.
Okay.
That could be a typo, but the way that it was being pronounced, the way I heard it was Nickell.
Okay.
So she was out walking with her dog and her 2-year-old son. Same area. They were walking in an area they referred to as the Common. So what I gathered from that is like what we call a park.
Yeah.
Here, they just call it the Common. And this particular park was over 1,000 acres.
Wow.
Yeah. And that particular morning, over 500 people were in the park.
Wow.
And this was like, I think, a Wednesday. I looked up the day of the week that this was, and I'm like, why aren't these people working?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Why did they go to the Common?
Lunchtime.
500? No, it was early in the morning.
Okay.
Like
Europeans don't work as much as Americans do.
Yeah.
They don't. Well, they get a vacation for a whole month.
Yeah,
right?
maybe they were on vacation.
Maybe so 500 of them were in the park on their vacation. So back over at Colin's house, he woke up. His headache was gone. He went to take his dog out for a longer walk so the dog could get some exercise. When he got back to the park, there were police officers everywhere. And Colin was told not to enter this certain area because there had been an incident. An incident was, well, Colin was like, what incident?
Yeah.
And they actually told him.
Wow.
They said that we found a body earlier that morning. Yeah. And the police officer, well, Colin was like, oh, I was out here earlier this morning. And the police officer was like, did you see anything? And he said, no. And then they took his name and number. If we have any questions, we'll call you. And then he just went back home.
Yeah.
So the body.
Thank God for that headache.
Right? Well, I mean, painkillers for a headache, that's a pretty severe headache.
Yeah.
So the body in the Common was Rachel Nickell.
The girl.
Yes. She had been stabbed over 40 times, and it was in front of her 2-year-old son.
I was going to say, where's the 2-year-old?
Yeah, where's the 2-year-old?
When her body was found, he was like clinging to her, crying, "Mommy, wake up, Mommy, wake up." Yeah. And I didn't put that in here, but since you asked.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah.
There's something about British people that they just stab each other.
They do. They
really?
Yeah, there was like a period, I think in the 2000s, where there was a bridge and they would just stab each other in that
on the bridge.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what
I'm
you're
sorry
talking
to British people for us saying that you all stab each other.
Yeah, that's not the audience that we're going for here.
No, it's probably more the exception than the rule. I would hope. Okay, so they found Rachel's body, and I'm thinking at this point it's broad daylight. There's, I know the park is 1,000 acres, but there's 500 people. Like, how did no one except her son see what happened to her? So the attack was so brutal. One of the first stab wounds cut her throat, and he did that like so she couldn't scream, and it almost decapitated her. Yeah.
That's how deep it was.
Yes. Also, she was brutally raped. This is terrible. And hopefully because he was 2, he probably doesn't remember anything today.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So obviously this became front page news.
Yeah.
A team of detectives were assigned to work on the case, and what's the matter? Okay. Did I start record on the video?
No. Since there was a rape for any of the people on order.
The team of detectives?
Yes.
Harold's question was anyone on the team of detectives Law and Order SVU? Because there's a rape involved.
Yeah.
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
They did not call Olivia over. They did not call Ice-T over.
Bad for them.
Yeah.
They could have solved it
in an hour.
Yeah, real quick.
Also, how early was this in the morning?
So I'm thinking it's at around 9 o'clock.
That late?
It wasn't like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Like 5 o'clock, I would understand.
Well, because I think...
I mean, in terms of... not understand the crime, but understand sort of the situation that nobody saw anything. But at 9 o'clock, not the crime, Gloria.
He's like, I'm cranky as fuck at 5 a.m. I ain't going to the park. Shit. Okay, so where was I?
Sorry.
Law and Order SVU.
That's it. None of them came over, and I wish they would, because when you hear this story, you would have wished they would too.
Oh, man.
So the team of detectives from the get-go, they really didn't have any evidence. And remember, what did I say? This is 1992. This is not a DNA time, okay? This is not cell phone times. You're not tracking where, she was and her path and all this from her cell phone. So because there was no evidence, they tried to collect what they could. They found a tiny speck of material on her body and they kept it. So, but really that didn't provide them at that time with anything. So after a month of investigating, they didn't really have anything.
So I guess like with the lack of DNA, like a rape kit is also that wasn't a thing back then.
So I don't know the answer to that, but it kind of seemed to me like they may have gotten some type of DNA off of her.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was semen. I don't know if it was
You just said a white speck at this point.
They just said material. Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't even say that it was semen or anything like that. So after a month, they got nothing. So they called in a profiler. Now, criminal profiling for us in the United States, I think started really in the 70s. And for them, with this being 1992, this was pretty new for them. They hadn't been doing it for 20 years. Okay. So the profiler's name was Paul Britton, which I find that a little amusing.
Britton.
Yes. And he joined the investigation and he came up with a few things that this killer would have. The person would be between 20 and 30 years old. It never said it, but I'm sure he would say it was a male.
Yeah.
He probably lives by himself. What's the matter? Sorry, guys. My producer is.
Yeah, I was making sure you were recording.
Yes. We are still recording.
Good.
Yes.
What do they call that guy that holds
The sign.
The sign.
the sign? Like, that's
The
me.
teleprompter.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
I'm doing all
like,
the
Tammy,
I'm
Tammy.
doing all the things.
You're a producer,
I'm a
honey.
multifaceted producer.
He's a multi-talented man with
jockey,
many.
I'm everything.
You
I'm
are.
everything right
I know. You are everything
Okay.
to me.
Oh.
now. Continue with Brit.
Britton.
Britain. All right. He's 20 to 30. He lives by himself. This is the profiler's, guess at who this person is. They're some type of sexual sadist, or they have sexually sadistic fantasies.
Okay.
And an example of that would be, this is what they're saying. Okay. The profiler, knives, the occult, things like that.
Where is this profiler getting data of just who he thinks the person is? Or
Yes.
they got like information from people?
No. So profiling, like I said, started back in the 70s. And I believe it started by, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in the FBI. I believe it started by him interviewing seriously bad criminals that committed horrible murders. So he basically
he would make a guess of
Yes.
who he thinks the criminal
Based on
is.
based on what he's learned in his training from other
And
criminals.
what he's observing around that time too. Okay.
So some of these things are matching up with Colin. Okay. Colin was between 20 and 30. He was actually 29. He lived by himself. And I tried to find where this came from. But somebody made a sketch of who, I guess, a witness. I really don't know. I couldn't find out. But a sketch of this is the person we're looking for. Okay. Don't know how they found that out at all. So the sketch was shown on TV. And to top it off on other, items that are fitting the profile for Colin, people were calling in saying that's Colin Stagg.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the guy.
Yes.
That doesn't help.
The guy that was walking his dog that had a
Yes,
headache.
yes.
Yes. So 2 months after the murder, the detectives went to Colin's house and they searched his house. So he had.
Did they have warrants?
I don't.
2 months?
Well, I don't know how they do it overseas. If they have to have a warrant, I would assume so, because I feel like
Especially London. I feel like
Yeah.
you need a warrant.
They're so polite.
Yeah.
Please, sir, may we come in?
Please, sir, may I knock your house down?
So when they searched his house, Colin had 2 books related to the occult.
Oh.
Here's one more checkbox on the profiler's list. So the police took him to jail.
Yeah.
What cult was it?
It just occult.
Okay.
OCCULT, like
Occult.
just in general.
Yes.
Yeah, not a cult.
Okay.
So I was thinking, so you've had some people call in tips, you have a couple books, you're 29 and you live alone, and all of a sudden they're taking you to jail.
Sounds circumstantial.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I was like, how is it like?
Don't hold
Did I
yourself
use
back,
that
Tammy.
word?
I would not want them coming to my house and finding books that I read on serial killers. I have 1 million of them.
They would.
Women behaving badly. Watch out, Harold.
No, that's my favorite book.
If somebody came to your house, Tammy, I think they would think you're a serial killer. for
Yeah.
sure.
So I have to mind my P's and Q's.
Yeah.
I can't go out jogging with the dog at 9 a.m. in the park.
And returning.
Hell no. All right. So they take him to jail. He was held for 3 days. Again, I don't know if that would happen here. I don't feel like they have enough evidence to do that.
Mm.
But while in custody, Colin was interviewed extensively and they honed in on something. Remember when he saw the cop in the park? They honed in on, he told the cop he had been there earlier that day.
Yeah.
And it was just like they latched onto that and they decided he was guilty. And that was their main mission
Yeah.
Mm.
at that point. So the investigators looked into other crimes that had been reported in the Common. And a woman had seen a man lying naked in the park.
Mm.
Now, what do you think would happen here if someone was laying naked in the park? A man, specifically. I don't think anybody would report a woman.
Hmm. I mean, people
I feel
might
like
be.
people would run away. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no.
I don't want to
getting
see.
any
I don't
clothes.
want to see that.
Yeah.
I feel like the police would come and jerk his ass up and take him to jail.
Yeah. That's how it would
you're right.
happen.
But this sounds like that. Well, that did not happen.
Hmm.
She called and that said that the naked man was was lying in the park, and it did turn out to be Colin. And this is his take on it. He's like, I do nude sunbathing, and I was in my regular spot, and I'm like, fucking dude, like. Is there like a sign?
That
Naked sunbathing.
maybe go
His
behind the
parking
tree or something.
I mean,
Because I mean,
you don't get maximum sun exposure that way.
that's why you know why I like having a fence, because nobody
he
needs
does
to.
this.
yes,
Gloria, we're in public television.
you are.
No,
A murderer.
Essentially. Wait, but was he sunbathing that day?
Not the day she was killed,
But a
but
previous day.
they're looking into what other crimes happened in the park. Let's see what's going on
And
here.
it was Colin.
They're thinking they're trying to link him to some shit.
Okay.
Well, this naked thing happened,
Yeah.
and they linked it, and he
Yeah.
admitted. He was like, "Yeah, I was in my regular spot." Like that just baffles me.
I'm thinking like paint me like one of your French girls, like just laying in the park, ready for someone to do my portrait.
Oh my God. So
Okay. So it does connect. It does connect a little bit.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Colin already has a history of going to that park and being naked there.
but he said that also other people sunbathe nude there.
That's good to know. You know what? I went to New York City, and
They
it was
frown upon nude sunbathing there.
Yes, but honestly, what stuck out to me, we were in Central Park, and everybody was in their like bathing suits or bikini, just basically sunbathing.
Yes.
So everybody does it. Well,
Well,
not nakedly.
everybody does it.
Nakedly.
But does everybody have their dick out when they do?
I think that would be the exception, correct?
This dude had his dick out, all right? I'm thinking, did you bring your dog with you? Like, what is he? Is he just laying next to you right now? What's going on? Okay, so let me say, Colin wound up pleading guilty to the nude tanning.
Okay.
Indecent exposure was the
Yeah.
charge, and he was fined £200 and released.
Okay.
because they didn't have anything on him
Right.
at this point. Concrete. His solicitor, which is his lawyer, advised him to just plead guilty so you can get out of here
Right.
and be done with it. And 200 pounds, right?
That's
Okay,
nothing.
here. I won't show my dick in the park anymore. So that's all they could get him on while he was there. And him admitting guilt to the naked sunbathing turned out to be a super, super bad thing. Huge mistake for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huge mistake. We'll get to that. But after spending 3 days in jail, Colin went back to his regular life, I guess. I don't know what he's going to do for fun now that he can't
Go to the
nude
park,
sunbathe
yeah.
bathe anymore. Okay. I'm going to take y'all back. This started in 1992. I'm going to take you back a couple of years, 2 years prior to Rachel's murder. Colin answered an ad for friendship that he saw in the newspaper. Friendship, in
Mhm.
air quotes. We didn't have dating sites.
That's why it's like
apps.
we didn't have Facebook. We didn't have Bumble. We didn't have.
You're saying we. Are you that old to know that?
I mean, I don't have any of those apps. I barely use.
Well, you're a married man.
No, I meant like Facebook and Snapchat, you know?
Oh, okay.
So they didn't have any of that. So if you want to make a friend, how do you make a friend? You respond to the newspaper.
Yeah, so
Friendship.
that's exactly what used to happen is you would run an ad. It's not for friendship, y'all, though.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. That's just silly. But he found someone he thought, okay, I'm going to answer this ad. And her name was Julie Pines. And he wrote her a letter. Again, couldn't text her.
Yeah.
Just wrote her a letter.
Yeah.
And they began talking on the phone. And Colin felt like there could be something between them. And I wrote friendship, question
Yeah.
mark. But he decided to write her another letter. And you know what kind of letter he wrote?
He was sexting.
Yes.
With a Polaroid.
Yeah.
What can we call it?
Postcarding. Sexy postcard.
Sex typing? Maybe. No, he hand wrote it.
Polarizing.
Porn carding.
Maybe that's where it comes
Porn
from.
what?
Carding?
that's what
Post porn. I don't know.
Pornography.
Okay. Yeah, we're not very good at this.
Definitely not. Yeah. All right. So he wrote her a sexual kind of letter. Okay. And he talked about a sexual fantasy of meeting a woman out in public and having sex. He called it the open air. He said, I'm meeting a woman out in the open air.
He's guilty.
This dude
He's
just likes to
guilty.
have his junk out.
Yeah. He likes that air.
Fucking, yeah.
He likes, yeah.
So,
He's guilty. It sounds like he's guilty.
well,
Yeah. We'll see.
he's ticking off a lot of profiler boxes right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
He's got all the shit, right?
Okay, it's interesting.
Julie kept this letter. And with all this stuff coming up about Rachel and the murder and Colin and blah, blah, she brings a letter to the police. She kept that shit.
Wow.
I'm saying she liked it if she
Oh,
kept
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, say it, forget it, write it, regret it.
Mhm.
Poor Colin.
Yeah.
Not a smart man.
Mm-mm.
Write that down, Tammy.
It's down. Maybe I should call this episode Say It, Forget It,
Yeah,
Write It,
I
Regret
love
It.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
it.
So the circumstantial evidence obviously is mounting, but no hard evidence, like we keep saying. They can't prove Colin did this. Investigators decided they needed someone to go undercover in this
A
operation.
lady man.
A lady. Yes. Lizzie James.
This is now getting interesting.
So Lizzie was assigned to the job of becoming friends with Colin and
friendship.
getting close enough. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. She started the friendship off by writing a letter to him. She said, I know Julie Pines, and I read the letter you wrote to her, and I thought it was very interesting.
Hmm.
So Colin, of course, wrote Lizzie back, and they exchanged many letters back and forth. And the conversation eventually turned sexual.
Mm-hmm.
And-
As a normal postcard letter would do.
Yes,
Right. It's just the natural progression.
but then violent also. Yeah.
Ooh.
But Colin says he would have told a woman anything that she wanted to hear if it meant he would get
He's so
sex.
stupid.
bound.
So
chicka, wow, wow.
did Lizzie as a man, right?
No.
I just
Okay.
said that. Yeah.
Okay.
Lizzie,
Never mind.
Lizzie, Colin is straight.
Yes.
Lizzie is straight, but she's a detective undercover.
Yes.
Okay. And this shit's getting hot and heavy,
Yeah.
but also kind of creepy, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
But she's, she knows what happened. She's egging him on.
Yeah.
She's a detective, all right? So everything was going according to plan for the investigation. Do you need another drink?
I have one right
You
there.
do? Okay. So
Isn't this illegal, what they're doing, what the police is doing?
So we will kind of get to that. I don't think it's illegal,
Okay.
but we'll get to something about what happened with that information. So they finally decided to meet in person, Lizzie and Colin, and they met in a park. And I was like, bro, really? I mean,
Yeah. Like he's just
Another park.
yeah.
He loves
does
parks.
this dude not have any other place to go but the park?
It was at the Commons. There's many
Yes.
parks in London.
What else is there to do in 1992? Nothing.
Sunbathe naked. So when they met in the park, there were obviously tons of undercover officers everywhere. And then after their meeting in the park, they went to lunch. And then Lizzie told Colin she had a dark secret.
Wait, they met in the park.
They met in the park.
Oh, she took the ultimate sacrifice.
Well, she had a lot of undercover cops around.
Yeah.
Okay.
They wouldn't do this alone.
Yeah, no.
But she did the deed.
Not the deed yet.
No, she hasn't.
Not yet.
You mean she fucked him?
Yeah.
No, that did not happen.
Okay.
No.
Because yeah.
They have not had sexual relations.
I got it.
They just talked about it in a lot of gross letters.
Got it.
So when they did go to lunch, which was straight from the park, that wasn't a different day,
Mhm.
she said, I have a secret, a dark secret to tell you. She told Colin that her and her ex-boyfriend was into occult stuff, and they had done a human sacrifice on a pregnant woman. And what was Colin's reaction to that?
Me too.
I love that. Sign me up.
His was like in one ear and out the other. He just wanted to get laid. He,
Oh, okay.
he
He's
did not.
focused. He's determined. Give him
He's
that.
like, let's go to the park right now.
He is very tenacious about getting laid.
Oh my gosh. This
So
guy.
their conversations went deeper and darker, and then eventually turned to the murder of Rachel Nickell.
That's a little bit too in the nose.
What?
That she would bring it up. Like she's trying to
Yeah.
get that information out of him.
Well, he admitted to her that he was like brought in to jail for it
Okay.
after however it got brought up. He's like,
So
okay,
the conversation progressed. Okay.
yeah, like they arrested me for it. And she's like, oh, that's so not like, I don't even know if she's using this voice, but I just feel like,
Yeah.
I love murderers. No. She was literally like, I'm so glad that you murdered her because I can't be with a man who wouldn't commit murder.
Yeah.
And he's like, sorry, but I didn't do it.
Oh wow.
And
Can't
this,
believe him.
I mean, like,
I believe him. I feel like it's
dude saying anything to get laid.
Right.
But now all of a sudden she told you she can't fuck you unless you killed someone. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I didn't do it.
Well, yeah, that is
I don't
a
know.
little fishy.
I feel like there's more to the story. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yes. So, despite his denial of murdering Rachel, the police were just like, this is one more thing we're going to put against him. And we know it's him. We're convinced. All right. 1993, a year after Rachel's murder, police arrested Colin on suspicion of murder. So they did that based on the relationship between Lizzie and him.
Mhm.
And all the letters that Colin had written to Lizzie were brought out
Oh no.
in the interview. And Colin was like so embarrassed, but he wanted to get laid. So
If you write it, what and say it
Write
again?
it, regret it.
If you write it,
Say-
you regret it.
what did I
Yeah,
say?
say it, forget it. Write it, regret it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did. But but he just kept saying no comment during the interview. That's what his solicitor told him
He
to
took
do.
the fifth.
Yep.
Or whatever it is in
But
British.
you know whenever they walked in, yeah, it's definitely not the fifth because they don't have the same
To
amendments.
the,
Yeah.
to the fifth power, darling.
So it was like, when they walked in there with those letters and he realized what was going on, he just went like, fuck.
Yeah. But he was like, thank God I didn't admit to the murder.
Yeah.
Well, he probably just,
Yeah.
He'll
his,
probably get arrested regardless.
his brain literally probably exploded when he saw
Yeah.
that. So
yeah.
So he's arrested, even though he's saying he didn't do it. The police got busy preparing for the trial. But what they didn't know was they had the wrong man.
I knew it. I believed in him.
Yes.
He was a little weird, but we all are.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
We all got our shit.
Yeah.
So they had just honed in so hard on him. They
Yeah.
weren't even really looking
What a shame.
at anybody else. And clues to the real killer's identity had been missed.
Mm.
So Rachel was killed in 1992. I know we're jumping around a lot.
1 year.
Yeah, she was killed in 1992, but we're going back to 1989.
Mm.
There was a brutal rape and attack on a woman. The woman was at home getting her kids ready for school. Again, it's morning time. Like, for real, what is this dude's? So the attacker came into the house with a knife and threatened her. He also told her he would hurt the kids. And this rape was the first in a series of attacks that the police referred to as the green chain rapes. Sorry. I think it was called green chain because of where it was located. Like that area might have been called green chain. Like he didn't use a green chain during it, you know, but that's what they called it.
Yeah.
So the attacker could have been caught after this first incident.
Right.
Dang.
The police received a call from a woman who said she was the mother of the attacker.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she goes on to tell him that he confessed to her that he raped somebody.
This is in 1989.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This woman says, my son confessed to me that he raped someone. And she's like, did y'all have any rapes reported in the green chain area? And whoever was responsible for checking on that 1000% dropped the ball because they told her there hadn't been anything reported.
Or maybe they confused the rape with the murder.
Well, this lady wasn't murdered.
Oh, she was just raped.
So I'm thinking like this might have been his first time doing anything. So he was a novice. God, he was a novice. So he was just like testing the waters out.
Mm-hmm.
So because they didn't, I mean, she's like, even told him his name and they're just like, no, nobody was raped.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah. His name was Robert Napa.
Like Napa Valley.
Yes.
The founder.
He was a loner. He lived a life of isolation.
As he should.
He was defined as a sexual sadist.
Oh, profiler.
Yes. The investigators believe that he had been molested by the time he was 10 years old by someone. They don't know who. He also had Asperger's, which is believed to have contributed to the isolation. So the green chain rape started in 89, like I said, with this first lady. And it went on for 4 years. And each time it happened, the violence was brutally ramped up. And then a few weeks before Rachel was killed, a woman in the park, here we go with the park again, Robert Napa jumped out and grabbed her. And she'd been walking in the park with her kid. And this fucker raped her in front of her kid.
Oh my God.
And she's just begging him not to kill her for the sake of her child.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we're starting to see a pattern here.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a lot of kids.
So
involved in all this.
these
A
murders,
lot.
these green chain murders.
So they're not murders yet. They're just
okay.
rapes.
That's what I wanted to ask: is were they rapes or like they would always involve murder? So it sounds like just rape.
That's why I said I think it's like the beginning for him. Like he's just trying to figure it out.
He was a novice.
Yes. He was a novice. Yes. He was a real knob. Okay. So do you remember that sketch I told you about that I couldn't figure out where it came from? And I still can't. I don't know where it came from. But there were also people who called in, not just to say it was Colin Stagg, but also people that called in to say that it was Robert Napa.
Oh.
But they didn't.
They just heard Colin.
They called him. They were like, hey, can you come in and give us a DNA sample? Which doesn't make sense to me because they really didn't have DNA at that point. But he never went in and they didn't follow up.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just be like, sure, and never show up and not be guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, what the shit?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Okay. Jumping back. This is after Rachel has been murdered. It's actually been 16 months after she was killed. Colin is in jail waiting for his murder trial. Another attack happened on a woman. Samantha Bissett was attacked and her injuries were horrific. She had a 4-year-old daughter, Jasmine.
And it's always with a child too.
Yes, it's so weird.
Ugh.
So the guy went into her house, like the woman who was getting her kids ready for school. He actually went into the house, killed both Samantha and Jasmine. This time a child was killed.
That's terrible.
They said that there was blood all over the whole house and horrible acts of mutilation was done to Samantha, the mom. So Jasmine was also raped before she was killed. This
That's
dude.
horrible.
Yeah. So a guy named Mickey Bass was assigned to the case, and his first thought was that Rachel's case could be linked to the green chain rapes. Like, why hasn't anyone thought of this before now? So Mickey called the profiler back in, same guy, Mr. Britton. And the profiler never linked the cases. The police never linked the cases. And to me, it's like, why could you not link this to Rachel's, all the same stuff? Okay. All the same MO. So
Yeah, so the guy who was investigating Samantha's murder is like advocating to link them.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But the profiler comes in, he doesn't link them.
Yeah. Right.
Police don't link them.
That's
So,
messed up.
Wow.
but I think he was like the closest one that came
Yeah.
to. Okay. Eventually, a fingerprint from one of the crime scenes, one of the rapes, was matched to Robert Napa.
Nice.
It's great, but we still aren't linking these cases of Rachel and all
Yeah.
these other women. So he's a very good suspect. You think? Yeah. Okay. Come to find out, Robert Napa's fingerprints were on file for several past crimes. He was a sex offender and a stalker.
But when they look at those fingerprints, they don't necessarily know it's Robert at that point. They just know it's the same fingerprint, right?
They know. No,
They know it's Robert.
His prints were in the system, and this print they found at one of the things.
So they
was
were
a
able to
match.
compare it.
Yeah. So, he popped up at least 8 times before he murdered Samantha and Jasmine. Like,
That's crazy.
I feel like the cops were just legit ignoring him as a suspect.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's horrible.
It also requires like the police to have like the ability to connect the cases too. It's like
Yeah.
they just didn't.
And, I could see way back then, although I feel like at that point there might be better communication between police, what do you call it, jurisdictions.
Yeah.
But they were all in the same
area.
Yeah, this isn't even, we're not even talking one happened over here, one happened over
It was
there.
the same area.
South London.
Yeah.
Should have been the same precinct or whatever
Right.
handling the situation. So, after they found this fingerprint, Mickey Bass and his team spent months collecting evidence against Robert Napa. They had that fingerprint. They also found a bloody footprint in one of the scenes that was matched to a pair of his shoes.
Oh, come on.
There were also reported sightings in the area at the time of the murders of him. So investigators had enough to arrest him, and they did.
Yeah.
They had way more for him than they did for Colin.
And what you mentioned, while Colin was in jail, there was another rape and another murder, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's when they really started investigating him hard,
Yeah.
Robert Napa. Yeah, but Colin's still sitting in jail, poor
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
So when he was being interviewed, he was just like stone cold. Like, I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. He just gave off this kind of arrogant.
Yeah.
So in May 1994, Robert Napa was charged with the murder of Samantha and Jasmine. In addition, they collected DNA samples, and it was confirmed that he was the green chain rapist. So he he was in prison waiting for trial. Okay. Now, at this point, 1994, Colin's about to start his trial.
Wow.
Yeah.
The case, y'all know the case. The police already developed the whole thing with Lizzie and blah, blah, blah. So the judge, that was their case. Basically, the whole thing with Lizzie was like, he said this, he did it. And I'm sure he's sitting in the corner going, I just wanted to fuck her. So
Wait, they started the trial and the other guy is also
already
being
in.
detained?
the other guy is being detained on the green chain, and Samantha and Jasmine still not linking.
This one.
Still not linking him to Rachel. So when they presented all this to the judge was like, nope, we're not doing this. What they did to him, Lizzie being undercover, the judge called a honey trap.
Yeah.
And he wasn't allowing it
Good.
at all. He was like, no.
That's why I felt illegal.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to meet a quota.
Yeah.
Well, the judge was like angry and said, y'all led him into this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you make him say those things.
Yeah.
And you put him in that situation.
Yeah.
I just wanted to sunbathe.
So the whole shit show investigation was now over because the judge said, no, you can't bring this piece in. And that was the piece they were relying on to get him convicted.
Yeah.
So it is said that the police spent over 3 million pounds working on this case. Yeah. 14 months is how long Colin had been in prison.
That's terrible.
When he got out, because the judge wouldn't allow the honey trap information, he tried to go back to his life. And even though the judge let him go
For free, yeah.
the public, he was guilty.
Yeah.
He had been already tried, convicted in the court of the public. You know?
That's right.
And he spent 14 years living like that.
Yikes.
Like just, you're the killer, you got away with it,
My gosh.
So
He should sue and get them to the city to pay for.
you're foreshadowing.
Oh, okay,
Defamation.
good. Defamation.
Yes.
I was gonna say defamy. I'm like, that's not the word. Defamation.
So in October 95, now it's time for Robert Nappa's trial. Remember, he's still not.
Rachel's not in the equation.
Yeah,
Right.
and this is also, I think, 3 years after the murder happened.
Yeah, 92. Yes, it is. But he's not being charged with that murder. This is, remember, what did he start in 89 with the other women? Right before he was about to go into trial, he came forward and pled guilty with diminished capacity, which is like he's pleading the crazy,
Yeah.
I'm insane card.
Of course.
But he pled guilty with diminished capacity to the manslaughter of Samantha and Jasmine, as well as 2 other rapes that he had committed. And he was sent to a mental facility, Broadmoor Hospital. So imagine being Rachel's family, because the police are not investigating anyone else. The police are just like, we had him. The judge let him go. They kind of looked at all this like 2 totally separate things going on. But in 2002, the case review team looked at Rachel's case again. Robert Nappa's name came up. The team was also having forensics revisit the evidence. With advancements in DNA, they hoped they would find something, and they did. Yeah. The DNA that they had found on her body did match Robert Nappa's. And that little bit of whatever they found, that speck, that was a tiny bit of paint, like paint that had been chipped off something, and it matched Robert Nappa's toolbox paint.
Oh, wow.
How the fucking hell?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It almost sounds like they're setting him up.
Yeah.
But we already know.
Yeah.
So December 2008. God, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
He finally pleads guilty on the grounds of diminished capacity.
Of course.
And he was sent back to Broadmoor Hospital, where the judge said he will likely be for the rest of his life.
So it's like a prison, but for
people with mental problems.
Criminally insane.
So it's like, you don't really, you still go to prison. You're still detained.
Yes, you're absolutely detained.
But I think it's probably nicer than a jail, because you're being treated.
I don't know. Have you watched any of those shows about mental hospitals?
I guess they're probably crazy.
Down.
I mean, this is 2000s.
Yeah. So
they're
maybe
probably
not the Middle Ages.
Yeah, they're probably a little more humane.
Yeah.
All right. So Colin sued.
Yeah.
the police.
As I would. As I would.
He got over 700,000 pounds
Oh,
Amazing.
He deserved
we
more.
Love a success
as a
story.
settlement.
he deserved more so
Well,
he
yeah.
could get his own park and he could sunbathe naked all he wants.
How about he just takes that 700,000 pounds and buys a house with a fence?
Yeah.
How about
Like
that?
I did. Like I did.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
But
gosh.
he also got, which to me is worth a lot, an apology from the police.
Yeah.
And Colin says there are still people today that feels like they didn't follow the case and know
Yeah.
that Robert Napa got convicted. Like they will
Yeah.
still approach him and
Right.
think he's guilty.
Yeah.
So that's horrible for him.
Yeah.
But $700,000, I hope it
Yeah.
helped him have a better
Good for
life.
him.
Buy a fence.
What?
Buy a fence.
Buy a
He could buy a
fence.
fence.
Just buy a house with a fence. It's that simple. You can do whatever you want naked in your backyard.
Yeah. I
So
hope he did.
you hope he did.
I like to think that he's just
Yeah,
out there sunbathing right now.
it's a
Being
good
free.
ending. It's a good ending to the story.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I went to True Crime Central on YouTube. It was called Crimes That Shook Britain.
Mm.
Wikipedia, theguardian.com, wjec.co.uk.
Hmm.
Nice.
All right.
How many rapes did you say were in the
Ooh, what was the first
Green.
one? It was like 3 or 4, I think.
Okay.
So he admitted to 2, and then he admitted to kill. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
at least 3.
Okay. And then
But
3 murders.
well, then you got to count Rachel.
right.
Yeah, so at least 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 4.
This dude needed
Maybe a
to
little
go.
bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Robert.
Do y'all want some true crime trivia?
Yeah.
Sure. I think
please.
we're gonna be pretty bad, but we'll do it.
Well, if you don't want that, I have another little thing that we can do to lighten the mood. And it's not really crime related, but it's something I could share. So do y'all want me to do that instead of
Yeah.
crime
Yeah, let's
trivia?
do that because we're not.
Okay.
So we're missing Monica, and
Wha-
she's the true brain of the group.
Yeah.
When it comes to true
I probably wouldn't have gotten any of them.
We wish you were here, Monica.
We do. We miss you.
We miss you. So I want you to look up on your phones. I know I don't typically allow you to have your phones.
Yeah, we
Oh,
left,
you
the,
left
phone, we
it
left the phones
outside.
outside.
Okay.
Maybe on my watch.
So maybe. So the day of the week that your birthday falls on.
This-
when you
we were born.
when you were actually born. You may know it. Some people
I don't
do.
think I know.
the day of the week.
It's like when you were,
we were born a few days apart.
You mean like Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah.
exactly.
Hold up, I got this. I can
Wait.
do this actually. I think.
So while you're looking it up, there used to be this nursery rhyme.
I feel like I was born on a Friday, Saturday. That feels right to me.
Does it? Okay. So this nursery rhyme, it's called Monday's Child. I thought you were,
Agree.
what? Oh, I already have your day looked up. I looked up your day already.
Can you look up?
Oh, do you want to
Just
say it?
it?
You want to just mouth your, here? I can turn it down and use it. There.
And 6.
They're looking up their day of the week
No,
birthdays.
May 9th.
Hi.
May 9th and May 1st.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like I knew it was Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be on a Friday.
You were
I
right.
Didn't I say it?
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
Nursery rhyme.
Do you want to hear the nursery rhyme?
Uh-huh.
First, I'm going to tell you the nursery rhyme. Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child has far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for a living. But the child who is born on the Sabbath day is bonny and blithe and good and gay. And this goes back to the 16th century. So
Okay.
I don't think that gay is meant in the same way that we use it today.
No, gay as in happy, yeah.
Yes.
And
And
cheerful.
bonny and blithe is like good-natured and pretty or handsome.
Got
And
it.
so I guess we all aspire to be born on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
So here is what I looked up for our family, Harold. Dalton was born on a Monday. Monday's child is fair of face. Chandler was born on a Tuesday. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Kelsey was born on a Friday. Friday's child is loving and giving.
Yeah.
And both you and I were born on a Saturday.
Wow.
Saturday's child works hard for a living. Yes.
I
So
love
what day of the
that.
week were you born, Gloria?
Or Thursday.
Thursday's child has far to go.
I was born on a Friday.
And then Friday's child is
Day
loving and giving.
Yeah.
And you guys work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do feel like the people of the past were a little bit wiser than we are now with
In
all
some
the junk,
ways.
you know,
Yeah.
in our brains.
Yeah.
'Cause they literally had no TV, no phone, no social media. Like, what do you do?
They had
You
to
don't
work
do
their
anything.
Well, you know what?
brains.
They also didn't have anything to influence them really one way or the other in
Yeah.
terms of all that. They could draw their own conclusions about
Yes.
something.
Yeah. Not to get philosophical here, but I also think that the power of the mind is very great. So, like, if like that nursery rhyme
Mhm.
saying that I have far to go makes me want to work hard.
There you go.
Mm.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow, I
work.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Come on, start on Monday. But today, don't do it today.
Today's Saturday. Let's just be working hard. Nope. Let's all pretend we're Sunday's child
Yeah.
today.
You gotta be gay.
Okay,
on
I'll be
Sunday.
gay.
Bonnie and Blythe and good and gay.
Yes.
Mhm.
We'll
I
be
should
that.
have been born on a Sunday too.
Yes, you are very good natured.
Oh man,
You
That's a
both
good
are.
one.
And thank y'all so much for being
Oh,
here.
Thank you.
And Harold, thank you for camera switching.
He interrupted a lot though, Tammy.
Well-
No, he interjected.
Well, you know what?
English is his second language.
Harold's, that's your second language? I didn't know that.
I meant what?
Juan. So Chandler has been camera switching a lot, and sometimes he'll sit where you're sitting, Gloria, and we'll move the camera switching equipment over, and he'll do both.
Okay.
He'll be on the pod and he'll camera
Yes.
switch. So you can aspire to do that, honey. Nope.
This was incredible. Thanks for the invite again, Tammy. That was a fun story. I always felt from the beginning, Cameron or Colin. Colin was not guilty. He just
Good.
wanted to bathe.
Yeah.
I bet we can find him on Facebook.
He just wanted dick and balls out. Like
Don't we all?
sometimes, absolutely. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So guys out there, if you love that story and you want to, you're waving. I was like,
to the people from Ohio.
I was like, wait, did I forget something? If you like that story and you want to help support the show, go to Patreon/grits, Patreon/grits. You can also follow us, please, or subscribe to us on YouTube. We're talking to all of Ohio right now.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Great state.
Grits with
Marie, Konchak, Maddie,
Oh, he's
please.
just going on.
Billy, do it.
Yes. Do they love you enough to do it?
I think they do.
Okay,
I'll
good.
ask them on August. I'll see them in August
There
again.
you go. There you go.
Gloria, anything you want to say before we check out of this?
Nothing. Just, keep listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get everyone you know to subscribe.
The whole country of Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yes.
If Monica were here, she would say she's from Zachary. Zachary.
Yes.
We miss you, Monica. Okay, guys, please go to, like I said, YouTube and subscribe. Go to Facebook, join the group. It's the Grits group, family, friends, and fans, the Effers. You can interact. We've had a lot of interaction from the fans lately, and we love that. Please
Love it.
keep it up. All right. So, Harold, thank you for camera switching. Everybody, this was great.
Amazing.
Can't wait to do it again.
Do it again.
All right, we love y'all. Tell your mom and them to listen, and we're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.